text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us. Thank you.
Now listen to the headline news. Dashcam video shows couple trying to stop gunmen before being killed in Bondi attack. Negotiations over US-UK tech deal stall. Young workers hit hard as UK unemployment rate rises to 5.1%. Fernandez hurt. Man United wanted him to go to Saudi. Bondi Beach gunman originally from India, police say. Trump urges Xi to free Hong Kong's Jimmy Lai. 8 killed in latest strikes on alleged drug boats, U.S. military says. Ukraine struggling to keep lights on under Russian attack, says energy boss. Peace plans ready to be presented to Russia in days, says Zelensky. UK to hold inquiry into foreign financial interference in domestic politics. Ilhan Omar says Trump's repeated attacks fuel climate of political violence. Trump administration says White House ballroom construction is matter of national security. Ghanaian students at UK universities face deportation amid funding crisis. Venezuela accuses Trinidad and Tobago of taking part in U.S. seizure of oil tanker. Man who documented Uyghur camps in China may face removal from U.S. after ICE arrest. Now listen to the main detailed news. In a tragic Hanukkah attack at Bondi Beach, a couple, Boris Gurman, 69, and Sophia Gurman, 61, were killed while attempting to stop one of the attackers. Dashcam footage shows Boris wrestling with a gunman to protect others before being fatally shot. The attack, described as a terrorist incident targeting the Jewish community, left at least 15 dead, including children, rabbis, and a Holocaust survivor, with 22 hospitalized, 9 critically. Negotiations over the UK-US technology prosperity deal, initially hailed as historic, have stalled due to broader trade disputes between the two countries. The deal, unveiled during former President Trump's visit, aimed to foster collaboration in AI, quantum computing, and nuclear energy. Although U.S. tech firms pledged £31 billion in investment, progress on the deal is currently linked to the wider U.S.-UK economic prosperity deal, delaying formal implementation and causing uncertainty over the tech agreement's timeline. The UK unemployment rate rose to 5.1% in the 3 months to October, up from 4.3% last year, with young workers particularly affected. The number of unemployed 18 to 24-year-olds increased by 85,000, the largest rise since November 2022. Payroll estimates dropped by 149,000, reflecting a subdued labor market. The government has pledged an investigation into youth unemployment, highlighting the challenges facing young job seekers in a competitive and increasingly difficult employment environment. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes revealed that it hurt to feel the club wanted him to leave after Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal made a substantial summer offer. Fernandes rejected a deal reportedly worth £100 million, with wages up to £700,000 a week, to remain at Old Trafford. The 31-year-old Portugal international, under contract until 2027, has made over 300 appearances for United, scoring 103 goals and providing 93 assists. Sajid Akram, 50, originally from Hyderabad, India, and his 24-year-old son Naveed are suspected of killing 15 people and injuring dozens more during a Hanukkah event at Bondi Beach, Sydney. Sajid died at the scene while his son survived. Police sources said Sajid had limited contact with his family in India, and his radicalization appears unrelated to his Indian roots. Authorities continue to investigate the circumstances leading up to the attack. U.S. President Donald Trump has requested Chinese leader Xi Jinping to consider releasing Jimmy Lai, the 78-year-old Hong Kong pro-democracy tycoon recently found guilty under Hong Kong's national security law. Lai, a British citizen, has been in jail since December 2020 and faces a possible life sentence. The UK has also called for his immediate release, condemning the conviction as politically motivated, while human rights groups criticize it as a violation of freedom of expression. The U.S. military has conducted strikes on 3 boats in the Pacific Ocean accused of trafficking drugs, killing 8 people. The U.S. Southern Command posted footage showing the vessels on known narco-trafficking routes. In recent months, over 20 vessels in the Pacific and Caribbean have been targeted, resulting in at least 90 deaths. The strikes are part of President Donald Trump's intensified campaign against drug cartels affecting the United States. Ukraine's largest private energy provider, DTEK, is struggling to maintain electricity supply amid repeated Russian attacks on the national grid. CEO Maxim Timchenko told the BBC that power cuts affect 5.6 million Ukrainians, with Odessa experiencing outages for days. The strikes, involving drones, cruise, and ballistic missiles, have damaged power stations and substations. Citizens rely on generators, power banks, and rationed electricity, while communal support helps families cope with the harsh winter conditions. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky announced that proposals for a peace deal with Russia could be finalized within days after U.S. officials resolved 90% of problematic issues during Berlin talks. The U.S. Congress is expected to vote on security guarantees for Ukraine, with documents then presented to Moscow. While European leaders have suggested limited support, no foreign troops will be deployed, and Russia has not engaged in the talks or indicated willingness to compromise. The UK government has announced an independent review into foreign financial influence and interference in domestic politics, following the jailing of Nathan Gill, a former Reform UK politician, for accepting bribes from a pro-Kremlin agent. The inquiry will examine the effectiveness of political finance laws, safeguards against illicit funding, including cryptocurrencies, and the enforcement powers of the Electoral Commission, focusing on protecting British democracy and ensuring all political parties comply with regulations.